Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. So as you guys all know that we have created different version of Jarvis. First is Friday, then I have created the Jarvis series, and now we are on self-learning Jarvis series, right? So first version is for who are fresher into the Python and who have just started to learn the Python. So Friday series is for them. Then I have created Jarvis, which is for the intermediate, where I have used some classes, JSONs, and some other configurations, things like threading also. But this Jarvis series will be use machine learning and deep learning models, right? So that is why I have named it as self-learning Jarvis AI, right? So as in my previous videos of this Jarvis series, I have implemented YouTube searches and the how to open the application just commanding the Jarvis, right? Where I have not used any static values for the any Jarvis YouTube searches or the opening the applications. But the thing is, the opening of application is till now compatible for Mac OS only, because we never got anything like to search the applications on Windows like we have command from the Mac OS, right? But now in today's videos we are going to implement or make the Jarvis compatible for Windows also, so that Jarvis will search for the particular app and open for us, right? So now let's go for the first. I would like to go GitHub, because as I have installed this Windows for you guys only, so that we can check whether this Jarvis is compatible for Windows or not, as I have the Mac OS only, right? So go to the GitHub and I need to sign up or sign in. trycat55@gmail.com, and here I need to give the password. So password is this. Yes, and this is the repository you can see here, right? So yes, so this is the repository, and one more request to you, like please make this repository as star, so that everybody else also get to know that yes, this repository is beneficial and they can use it without any bug or without anything. But yes, if you are getting any bug or anything which you are not able to execute on your PC or Mac, then you can just create an issue and I'll just try to resolve them, right? So yes, so how you can just have this repository on your local PC. So for that, what you need to do, you need to just copy this HTTPS tab, right? Just click on this, copy this. You can download the zip also, but I would like to tell you this is the best way to have the things from VCS or the GitHub, right? So just copy this, and there are two ways. You can just have it from PyCharm also. If I'll open this, and yes, so here we have this get from VCS. Just click on it and paste it here. Yeah, and you will have the clone of this repository. And the second way to have this, I'll just tell you. So just create the folder where you want to get this repositories clone. So I am just going to create that as projects, and here, so just have right click and you will get these two options, git GUI here, git bash here. If you are not getting these options, you mean that means you have not installed the git utility here, right? So you need to download and install git utility on your system, right? So I'm going to just click on this git bash here, and this will give me automatically the that directory, right, in which I have opened that. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Some like, how can I do this? Yes, right. So yeah, I hope now you guys can see it. Okay, so now what I need to do, git clone and just paste here that URL. Okay, so that URL is not pasted. Why? Let me check that. So just copy this, copy, git clone, and then paste. Yes, and hit enter. And yes, you will get these notifications here, right? Where it is, yeah, here, right? So all the files which are in this repository all are in your project directory. Let's see. So this is our project directory, and here we have this self-learning Jarvis AI, and all the files which we have, we are having here, right? So now I need to open this. So first, instead of this repository, I'll just hit on open, and from D project self-learning AI, I need to open this, and let's open it. Yes, so I'll just have the base interpreter. So first time it will ask the Python interpreter, right? And location would be, yeah, so yes, okay, so env, yes, this is it. And all the modules, you can say, which are in the requirement.txt file, those will be installed here, right? So let me just, yeah, so just hit on OK. Windows Defender, okay, don't show me again. So let me just maximize this, and I think font are bit smaller, right? So how you can change all the settings? So go here, settings, then appearance, just change this to 18, right, and hit apply, and this will change this font, right? And you can change the theme also from here. So right now we have Dracula, then this white window, right? So I'll just have this black one, right? Now we need to change the font of this code, right? So for that, just go to the editor, then font, and size. Here we can change and check 18. No, I don't want to have 18, let's have 20. Apply. Yes, this is fine. Okay, yes, so this is the file. Okay, so it is creating the virtual assistant for this Python or this project, right? So all the environment or all the modules which are listed here, all will be download in this project. So successfully install pip. Okay, so I'm just going to make it fast forward so that we will have all the modules installed. Okay, so we got some error. Let's see for which module we got error. It should be here somewhere. Which module? Port audio. Okay, so it should be the PyAudio, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we got the error, or I'm also getting lots of messages and comments on my videos that we are not able to install this PyAudio module on your system. So let's see how we can install it, right? So what you need to do, just go to your terminal, and here hit pip install pipwin and hit enter. And when it gets installed, after this, by using this pipwin utility, you need to install PyAudio, right? So let it be run. So yes, pipwin is installed. Now just hit pipwin install PyAudio, and now it's installing it. So yes, it's installed successfully, right? So by this way, you can just install PyAudio if you are not able to install it by using the Python interpreter or this requirement.txt file, right? So now we are not able to install this NLTK also. So let's see in my model. So are we getting any error for NLTK? No. So maybe it's already, oh yes, we are getting it. Okay. So how you can install it? So just go to this interpreter. Interpreter settings, then into interpreter, here you can just select NLTK. Let's see whether we can install it or not. Are we getting any error or not? And another module is Google client also. Google client, not this one. Okay, yes, so NLTK is successfully installed. So by the same way, we are going to install that module also. What was that? This Google API Python client, right? So interpreter settings, hit on add, paste it here. Yes, we are here, and just install it. So it will also get installed on your PC. So yes, this is also installed. Just hit okay. Yes. So now we have installed all the required modules for this Jarvis AI. So these are the required modules. First, we need to install this. So all are listed in requirement.txt file. So these modules will be installed automatically. If you are facing any issue, you need to hit two commands: pip install pipwin, and other one is pip install PyAudio. Oh, sorry, pipwin install PyAudio, right? And for these two, Google API Python client and this NLTK, you can just go to the this interpreter setting and install it, right? So yeah, so we have already installed it. Let me just run this and let's see whether we are getting any error or not. So go to the main and just run it. So yes, we got some errors. Search in files. So it is searching for the some required files or models, right? So for that, what I need to do in model in init, I need to just uncomment this just to download the data. Yes, this is it, and I need to import SSL also. Right, now let's run it again. So yes, it's downloading, and it's just a one-time activity. So again we got some error. So error is DLL load failed. Okay, so this error can be resolved by just using the latest version of Microsoft. So let me just show you, just Google it, this error, TensorFlow, right? And let's see what are the comments we are having. Okay, yes, here I solved it today, downloading and installing Visual Studio, right? The latest version. So we are going to download and install that too. So what happened? This is the link, and this link is redirecting here. Why? Okay, copy this. Why we are getting it here? Okay, no issues. We'll see for the other links. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Yes. Okay, fine. So this link or this link? Yes, this is the latest support, right? So we have 64 version. So I'm just going to download this and hit on this icon. Just I agree, install. So I need to restart this PC first. So let me see whether I can just run this without so yes, I have successfully run this. So yes, it's running fine now. Okay, so just go down. Yes, our Jarvis is listening us fine. Hello Jarvis. Hello Jarvis.
Hello, sir. How may I help you?
Show me YouTube channel of Kariminati. So we got some error in YouTube search, like none type. Okay, so here we are getting some error. Let's see in search. Okay, why we are getting error? Because I have removed my key from here, right? So that is why it's not working. If I'll just put my API key here, if you have not seen my previous video where I have configured this YouTube searches, watch those videos also. And yes, so this is the thing, right? So now what we are going to do, and in the intents you can see in last video we have created this class application which is just compatible for Windows, also not the Windows or the Mac OS. Now we are going to make it compatible for Windows also, right? So for that, first which I need to do, I am going to create one more directory, Windows, not the directory, it's actually a Python package. Yes, add it. And then what I need to do, I am going to create another Python file here, win application, and add. And here what I'm going to do, creating class in application, right? And here I'm going to create init method also, right? And here we will here we will have the app name, right? So self dot app equals to app. That's it, right? Now okay, now first thing first, we need to have the app name, and after that we are going to search that particular app name into our installation directory, right? So we are getting this app name here, application, right here. So let me just have if else, if self dot os name equals to Darwin, then it will just go for this, not here, I just need to have it here. So yes, this command will be executed, and else in case of Windows we are going to have our things, right? So first I need to import this win application. So from intents dot windows dot win application, import win application as or we can have just win application. I'm not going to create any instance for this or the alias for this, right? So here win app equals to win app, and here I'll just have this object. Now so we need to search this application into our directory. So how we can do that? And here we are going to create def get path, right? So now what we need to have, so first we need to decide in which directory we want to search for our applications, because we don't want to search our application in all the folders or all the directories, because all the apps should be installed in our Python, or sorry, not the Python, the program files, or program files 86 version, or it can be in your system 32 files, the folders, right? So we need to have only 3 directories. So for that I am going to create a variable here, app installation what is happened. Okay, installation, spelling mistake, paths or directories you can have, and here I'm going to create a list, and here I need to paste those paths, right? So first what I'm going to do, so here just go to the C, copy this, paste it here, then again just go for this, copy this, paste it here, then go for this, which one, this Windows, and then system 32, where it is, yeah, here we have. Okay, so we have pasted here. So these are the three directories in which we are going to look for our exe files or the applications, right? Now here what I'm going to have here, I'm going to create a pattern variable also. So here again I'm going to have list. So like if I'll say open PyCharm, right? So PyCharm will be like in our directory, like here self.app .exe, right? So if in case this PyCharm.exe is not found in our directory, because it may be by some other name, right? So how we can have it? So I'll just have one more pattern to look for this application like this. I'll just have the star also, and there is another thing like this also we can create, and we can have like one more. So you can make any a number of patterns here to just search for this, right? So I have created 4, right? So yes, so in these 3 directories we are going to search for these 4 patterns, but if any of the pattern found, then that code will not going to search for other patterns, right? So why we are getting this here, invalid escape P. Okay, so it's because of this. Yes, now it should get okay. One more is here. Yes, okay, fine. Yes, now the next thing which we need to do, so we need to search for all the patterns. So for pattern in patterns, now we need to search each pattern in all the directories, right? So again I need to loop it for directories in self dot application directories, right? And it should be directory, not directories, like this. And now how we can have it? So for that I'm going to create another method, right? So how we can do that? So let me just have here, so def find file, and even just to have this find file I should have into utils here, because this find file we can have some other classes also that will depend on our future capabilities which we are going to integrate into the Jarvis. So yes, so find file. So here we are going to pass pattern and the path, and here so for root directories, then files in os.walk we are going to use, and we will give the path. So now for names in files, what has happened? For name in files, if this pattern should match with this name, right? So for that I am going to use some other modules also. So we have import f and match, right? So yes, so just go down again, f and match dot f and match, and here we will pass the name and the pattern, right? So if this name is matched with the pattern, then we can have those files names in a list. So path, so path dot append os dot path dot join root and then name, right? So yes, so this is it, everything looks good, and whenever we got the path, then it should return. Okay, so yeah, like this. This is it. Yes, so now just go back to your Win application, and here we are going to have utils dot find file, and here we will pass the pattern and then directories, right? And it's happening due to my Mac and Windows switch, right? So yes, so result, and now if we got the result, then we will again loop the, because we are going to have multiple paths in result. So result, or we can have just written here, if we got the result, then it should return the result. That's it. Yeah, okay, fine. Now what we need to do, just go back to your Mac application class, and why we are getting error here, create class in applications, oh, like this. Yes, okay, fine. And here also, yes. Now here what I'm going to have, so if we have multiple paths, so to check that, first what we need to do, we need to check the length of the paths, right? So first paths equals to win app dot get path, right? So here I'll just check if length of paths is greater than 1 or not, right? If it is greater than 1, then this code will be executed, else this code will be executed, right? So for that, what we are going to have, so path equals to, I'll just have the first index, and I'll create the command as explorer, and here I'll just execute this path from paths. Yeah, this is fine. And okay, so I'm going to do one more thing. Instead of this code, what I'll just do, I'll just create another method. So just cut this and def execute command, and here we will pass the command like this, and I'll just remove this response from here. Okay, and command should be here, not like this, here, right? So yes, it will say okay sir or yes sir, then it will execute that command, right? So I'll just call this here self dot execute command, and I'll just pass this, and this is also should be here for the Mac also, right? Yeah, that's it. So let's see this code is working fine or not. So for that we need to debug first. So I'm just going to have debugger here, and for this main, so as I told you in my previous video, for the testing purpose, I'll just make this as what should I call it, as true, and for the applications I'm just going to comment this, right? Yeah, right, fine. So let's debug this and let's see. Allow, okay, and this is also needs to be comment. Hello Jarvis.
Hello sir, always at your service.
Launch Chrome application. Okay, so yes, we got here in else command, right? So and here we have this launch Chrome application, right? So how we can have all this this application name, right? So let's see what we got. We got this Chrome application, right? But the application name is only Chrome, so we need to get this Chrome app, so that needs to be corrected. So how we can have it? So for that I'll just go with this get name, and here instead of this splitting, what I'll do, I need to just get this Chrome. So what I'll do is, like in the config and in the applications, we have just open and launch, and here I'll just have one more other this phrases, applications or application, like this. And now we are going to get these utterances, right? And we are going to remove all the registered utterances from this phrase, right? So for that I'm going to create another method here by the name def get search value, right? And here we will have the command, the input phrase, and the intent name, right? So here what I'll do, so I'll first get all the intents. So config dot data, and I'll just have all the intents, and after that I'll just have all the utterances. And how we can have it? So for intents, if intent tag is equals to intent name, intent name. Why? Okay, so this is what, right? And here we will get all the intent utterances, right? So this is it. Now we need to remove all the utterances from our command or the input phrase like this launch Chrome application. So how you can have it? So word. So first we need to create a set for this, right? So that we can remove all the duplicate words, right? So for that, what I am going to do, I'm going to have set, and here for utterances, not utterance, it's utterance in utterances, and again I'm going to have word in utterances, and I'm going to have split from space, right? This is the thing, and now I need to just have the exact word also. So for that I'm going to use regular expression. So how we can have it? So B, then we will have our word, then again this B we want to have. Okay, so we got all the words. Now we need to create a list having the pipe separator. So how we can do it? Dot joins words, and then let me just import RE module, regular expression, and here return RE dot sub. So all the words, then all the words will be replaced by the blank, then command, and I'll just have flag also, RE dot ignore dot ignore case, right? And dot strip if we got any space after start or end of the word, right? So yes, so just copy this, go to the applications, and instead of this I'll just have utils dot this, and here we will pass the command and then the intent name, right? And for the application it will be always intent name equals to applications, right? So this self dot intent okay, here I need to have self. So now I need to remove this static and intent name. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now this get name should be called by the self. Yes, now let's debug this and let's see what is the app name we are getting for this launch Chrome application, right? So debug this here, run this or debug. Hello Jarvis.
Hello, sir. Always at your service.
Launch Chrome application. Yes, so we are here. Let's go to this get command, press F7. Yes, we are here. Then again we need to press F7 because we have no debugger point in this get search value. So we are here. So you can see here we got launch Chrome application and intent name applications, right? So now we are going to press F8. Now we got all the intents in intents. Now in utterances, let's see what we are getting. So we are getting all the utterances which are registered under this intent name application, launch open app applications, right? And let's see what we are getting in words. So we are getting error. So let's see what is the error. List object has no attribute split. Okay, so this is going to give us error. Okay, so it should be not utterances, it should be what has happened. Let me just close this and go back here. It should be utterance. Yeah, that's it. So okay, so I got the issue. So here I need to have the index, right? So yes, now let's debug. Now it should work. Launch Chrome application. Yes. Oops. This is the dictionary. Okay. So we have used this set. That is why we are getting this error. So let me just remove this set and let's see. Debug this. Launch Chrome application. Again we got the error. We have this list. Okay, I have used this joins. It should be only join. Debug this again. Launch Chrome application. So yes, we are here, and in words you can see we are getting this type of string, and this is here, and this string will check each of the word in command and it will replace by this sub, and it will also use the ignore case whether it is caps or not, right? So F8, and when I run this, and yes, we are now getting only the Chrome. So I have used this launch Chrome application, but it is just getting me the application name, which is Chrome, right? Now okay, so yes, so we need to just replace all the things which we have done in my previous video for the Mac also, right? So yes, we got the app name as Chrome, then this app name should be passed here, then it will come to here, right? So F7 get path, and this will just search for the all the patterns. So we got first pattern chrome.exe, and installation directories are these three, and this will go to the find file. So I'm not going to into this. Let's see whether we are okay. So we got some error. Okay, so let's see. So string object has no attribute. Okay, so go here, path. Okay, so I have given here path, it should be paths, right? So that's why. Okay, so let's debug this again. Launch Chrome application. Okay, so let's remove this. We are here, we got the path here. Yes, here you can see we got the path, and as we have only a single path, so it should be in else. Yes, we got else. This is the command explorer. Here you can see where it is, cmd. Yeah, this is the command which needs to be executed, and let's see.
Okay, sir.
Yes, our Chrome is launched, right? So guys, here you can see we have successfully searched for the application which we want to open, and it is executed by our Jarvis, right? And yes, it will again just loop it, right? Now what if we are getting multiple paths, right? So we have done for the single path, right? But what if we got multiple paths, right? So for that, what I'm going to do, I am going to create another method for that. So for that, when app dot get multiple paths, and here we will pass all the paths, and this method will return us a single path here. That's it, right? So just go here in class, and here just create def get multiple paths. Here we will pass the paths self Yeah, like this. Now what we need to do, so first when we got multiple paths, then Jarvis will tell us that yes, we got some multiple paths. So for that, utils dot speak, or we have the what is the name of that method, let's see, play sound. So I'll just play sound, I'll just rename it as speak to factor, yes, and go to this win application and utils dot speak, and it will speak I got multiple applications, which one would you like to open? That's it. And after that, it will just read all the paths and it will tell us that these are the paths which we which Jarvis has got, right? So for path in paths, so first we will get that particular exe name, so os dot path dot base name, and we will pass the path. So it will give you the that file name, and we are going to remove that and tell that speak that, right? Utils dot speak and exe name dot or we can have it here dot replace dot exe from nothing, right? And here we will have the exe name. That's it. It will just tell that file name, and after that we are going to use the sentiment analyzer, right? So for that also, as we have done in our YouTube search, so we are going to have analyzer equals to voice. Okay, so I need to first import that. So from model dot voice analyzer import voice analyzer. So voice analyzer dot recognize, right? And if analyzer, and what I'll do, I'll just copy and paste that code which we have used here. Yeah, here, right? Just copy this and paste it here, and just okay, so I'll just change this sentiments here, and instead of URL, now I'll just remove this and it will return the path, return path, right? So by this way we are going to have just that particular path for which we are going to open the application, right? So yes, so it will return a single path. So let's see now. Okay, so I need to remove this self also, that is why we are getting this hint. So static method, that's it. And in the application here, instead of this WinApp, we are going to got it from this class name, right? Now first we need to make it so that we need to have these two what I should call the exes. So let's see, first make two folders here. So Google Chrome application. So yes, so what I'll do, just copy this, go back here, and can I rename this? Copy, continue, paste. Yes, so now we have two exes. Let's see whether we are getting more or not. So for this Also I need to change, I think, continue, yes, right. So yes, so now we are going to have two paths, right? So let's see, uh, instead of here, now I should have debugger here. Yes, debug this, launch Chrome application. So we are here, and now we are getting, you can see we are getting two paths. First is Chrome copy, and second one this Chrome proxy.exe, right? So which index or which file we want to execute, right? So it will come here, then F7. Yes,
I got multiple applications. Which one would you like to open?
so first it will ask for this path, then it will just say the name.
Chrome, copy.
Now it will just ask yes or no. If I'll say yes, let's see. Yes. So here we got positive. So it will just return the path, right? And we got the path, and it will come here and it will execute it.
Sure, sir.
Yes, our Chrome is open, right? Now again, let's run this. Launch Chrome application. Yes, so again we got two paths. F7 here.
I got multiple applications. Which one would you like to open?
I'll just have it here.
Chrome, copy.
No. Right, so this is a negative, so that is why it comes here. Then again it will ask for the second file. Yes.
Chrome underscore.
No. Yes, negative.
Chrome underscore proxy.
No. Yes, so all are negative, and it will break here. Execute command. So here we need to have, like, if we got the path, or if I'll just have it here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. So if we got path here, I'll just have condition if path, then only, else nothing will be done, right? So now I'm just executing this, not debugging this. Open Chrome application.
I got multiple applications. Which one would you like to open? Chrome, copy.
No.
Chrome underscore.
Yes, open it.
Okay, sir.
And yes, here you can see I have said yes, open it. It was not just only yes, I said yes, open it. That's the benefit to use the sentiment analyzer, right? So that is why we have used sentiment analyzer, so that we should not have some static values yes or no. We should have some positive or negative response for our any of the confirmation from Jarvis, right? So yes, now the last thing which we need to do, so I am not going to always search for each application in my installation directory, because that will be bit slower to search all the applications in the folder. But if any of the application which is already executed by me and which is already searched by the Jarvis, that should be not take longer time, or that should not go again and again into searching in my installation directory. So that's why what I'm going to have, I'm going to create one more config file which will contains all the executed or opened application details in that particular config file or the JSON file, and all the applications will be first checked in that particular JSON file if that application is exist in that JSON file or not. If it is exist in that, then it will be opened from that particular file. If not, then that application will be searched in the installation directory, right? So to have that, first what I am going to have, so here if, okay, so import os, if os dot path dot exist, and here I'll just name that file, what should I call, app details file equals to, in the config we are going to create that applications dot json, right? And here I'll just pass this app details file, right? Okay, so if it's already created, then it's okay. If not, then we will create this file, open app details, and mode will be writable is as file, and file will be as JSON format. That's it. Yeah, okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to have in the applications, so in else, okay, yeah, here. So first I'm going to create another method here so that we can first have the checks on whether that particular application is already exist in our JSON file or not, right? So I'm going to name that particular method as like get path from file, and here so app name is already passed, so we don't require that. So when app dot, and I'm going to create this in this class. So here def get path from file, that's it. So for that with open, I need to read that file, config dot app detail file as file, then app details equals to JSON dot load the file. So we are getting error, so I need to import that also, import JSON, right? So here we will get the first app name. So first app details dot get self dot app, and then if we got the app, then it will return app, and we will have the path, right? And one more thing, it will be return one more value which is true, right? Like this. Okay, so what I'm going to have, so in this when we create that file, right, so the details will be like as this. So first we get the like this app name, and in this app name we will have another dictionary, and here we will have the path, and then we will have the value of that path, right? So that is why I have just get that app name, just having the Chrome. We will pass this Chrome here and it will get us this dictionary, and from this dictionary we will have this path, right? So let me just remove this. Now to get the values from that particular file, we need to create and we need to add some of the paths to that particular file, right? So how we can add the launched app name to that particular file, right? So for that also, def add to JSON, and here we will give the app details. Now again we need to with open config dot app detail, and we will write or read and append, and then as file data equals to JSON dot load file. Then we will update the app details to this, then we will seek it, and then we will JSON dot dump the data into the same file. That's it, right? So we have done, that's it. Okay, so I'll just remove this self also, and here I'll just have add static method, right? Now this file will be created in every run. If it is not created, if it is created, then this add to JSON method should be called after successful opening of the file, right? So what we can do, so here, right, so here we will have win applications dot add to JSON, right? And here we will pass the dictionary by the name app, then we will have the path, and then we will have the path here like this. That's the only thing, right? So now let's see whether we are able to create that particular JSON file or not, right? So what I'll do just here, right, and I'll just remove all the duplicate files and make it as Chrome. Yeah, continue, right? So that it will never go to the multiple files. I'm just going to run debug this. Let's see. Oh, we got the error. So what is the error? Must be string, not dictionary. Okay, my bad. This, right? So file is created, you can see, but nothing is in this file. So let's debug it again. Okay, so I need to have one more check, but we will have it later. So let's do it first. Hello Jarvis.
Hello sir, how may I help you?
Launch Chrome application. Okay, so we got decoding error. Let's see. Init application. Okay, so it's loading that particular. Okay, so it's already created, so that is why. Okay, so I need to first remove this, and again I need to create the valid file. That is why we are getting that error. And in the application here, right, I have missed this one, so we will do it later, right? Launch Chrome application. So yes, we got the path.
Okay, sir.
It's open. Now we will go to this add.json. Yes, it's loaded, it's blank, updated, seek, and dumped. Right. So if you see this application, we got the values here. If I'll just format it, you can see Chrome this, right? So now we need to have check if it is found here, then it should look for this, right? Not search in the directories. So for that, what I am going to have, just close this here. So we are getting tuples. So path and is found, right? So here if is found, is false. Not this, false, right? And this will execute here. That's it. And this is the command, so we will have it here. Okay, cool. So yes, now let's debug this here and run it again so that we can check whether we are getting the things or not. Launch Chrome application. Okay, now press F7. Yes, we are here. We read the file and we got the dictionary, and if path, yes, it's returning the path and it's true, right? Or if we are getting paths, then there is nothing to just have written this also, right? So we can have like this. And okay, so we will do it later, I'll just show you. So it will go to if path. So yes, we got this, and it is not
Okay, sir.
looking for the directories. And is it appending again that? So okay, so another thing, again, this should call, this should not be called, right? Because it's already in that. So what we need to do, so okay, this application, this add JSON should be call only in this case if it's false. That's it, not in every case. Yeah, that's it. So just delete this, and now I'm going to just run this. Launch Chrome application. Okay, we got error. Okay. Let's see why we got the error. So I'm just going to remove this and this also. If we got the path, then in case we will just execute this, or if path is none, right, like this. And let's see, we got this, we got none. Why? Let's see. In JSON, yes, we have all the things. Let's debug this. Launch Chrome application. Okay, F7. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so yes, we are not getting anything. Okay, 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 fine. So path, yes. So we got the things. So let me just run this.
Okay, sir.
Launch Notepad application.
Sure, sir.
Yes, you can see we have not given anything for the notepad, but it is still opening the notepad. So we got the error where in YouTube search. That is fine. We will just let's see first. I'll just tell you. Okay, yeah, of course. This thing. This is the thing. Okay, so in that case also, what I'll do, if it is for the YouTube, then try and okay, accept this, or as exception. Oh, what happened? Exception as E, and here we will have the print E. That's it. Now we have opened two applications, Chrome and Notepad. Let's see whether they are registered in application.json. So here you can see it is already registered here, right? So our Jarvis will not going to search for the applications which are registered in this JSON file into our installation directory, right guys? So guys, we are done with this application things which is compatible for Windows also. So let me just brief you again, because so many things we have done. So first, what I have done in the applications, right, which is compatible for Mac. Now we have created this if else statement. If it is Darwin, then the same code which we have created in our earlier video, that will be executed. Else if it is Windows, then these lines of code will going to execute it, right? So for this I have created this win application class, and in this win application class I have created this get path from file, right? So if anything which is already installed or which is already opened by us, that is that will going to register in this application.json file. And if we found anything which is already opened, that path will be just look in that particular file. If any path which is not found in this JSON file, then it will just going to look in our directory, right? So first I have created this get path method where it will return the paths depends on the regular expressions, right? So if I'll show you this again, so here we have defined all the expressions and these are the directories where it is going to be searched, right? So it will just return all the paths here, right? And when we got this, then what happened, it will just search for the if it is a single path or multiple path, right? If it is a single path, then it will just give the path and it will just execute it, right? If it is kind of multiple paths, then what will happen, our Jarvis will going to confirm us that yes, he is getting some more applications, and it will going to confirm from us that which application we want to open it. So after that it will just get our command on the basis of the confirmation. It will just return the path of that particular index or the iteration, right? And again we will go back to here and it will again give us the path, and that path will be added to that particular JSON, right? But yes, of course, if it is not found in this application, that is why we are having this application dot add to JSON is here when any of the path is not found in our file, right? And after that we have this successful executing command, right? So guys, I hope this is clear to you. I'm going to commit this code on my the GitHub account. So what I'll do, so yes, these are the files which we have created, and application intent compatible for Windows now, right? And just commit and push. Okay, so here I need to just give the name Achilles Singh, then email ID try catch55@gmail.com, set and commit and push. And when we, okay, so I need to first log in this, authorize in GitHub. This is the one-time activity because I have just reinstalled the Windows, right? So pushed one commit and let's see whether we are getting those or not. So GitHub and yes, self-learning, and here you can see application intent compatible for Windows now, right? And when you're going to see, yes, we are getting all the things here, right? So yes, we are done with this. And if you have any question related to this Windows compatibility, you can just comment down in the comment section, or you can join me on WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Link will be in the description box. You can join me there and you can ask anything which you want to ask related to this Python or self-learning Jarvis AI. And if you really like this video, please hit the like button and press the bell icon also to get notified for my new videos. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe to that particular red button, right guys? So see you in my next video. Till then, thank you for watching. Jai Hind.